Hello, my name is Addie. Thank you for joining me for this yoga practice to recover from horseback riding. So we will be in some deep, yummy stretches for extended periods of time. I will coach you through that process so that you can find the stretch for the body and also calmness for the mind and for the spirit. Most of the practice will be low to the mat, seated or reclined, but we are going to start in a standing pose. So let's go ahead and find a standing position near the back of our mat. So I'm going to back up here, bringing your awareness to your feet, kind of rolling around on them. Just drop them straight under your hips and allowing yourself to ground into the earth, thinking about contact points being just behind the big toe, behind the pinky toe, and the two sides of each heel. So we call that the four corners of the feet. Let the arms fall to your sides with the palms face forward, fingertips towards the earth, drawing the crown of the head tall, and then allow your eyes to drift closed. Bringing your awareness to the breath as it flows in and out of the nose. Allow the inhales to fill the body with air. Feel it growing taller with each inhale. And then the exhales strengthen the body, drawing in the belly, opening the heart, continuing to breathe. A strong spine holds an open heart. Bring your awareness to the head, to the weight of the head. Human head weighs about 10 or 11 pounds. So feel that weight. Allow the weight of the head to slide down the neck. Feel it in each cervical vertebra. And allow it to pause in between the shoulders. Feeling the weight of the head slide across the shoulders and then down each arm into the hands, into the fingers. We're going to bring the weight of the head back to that place in between the shoulders. And with your next exhale, allow it to slide down the spine. Again, feel it in each vertebra as the weight of the head creates space. Allow it to rest in the hips. Feeling the weight of the head in the hips. Allow it to slide down each leg. Feel that weight in your thighs, moving slowly in the calves, in the feet, and then it slides into the earth, growing roots from those four corners we talked about earlier. Just breathe, feeling fully grounded in your mountain. With an inhale, sweep the arms overhead, reach to the sky, take your time, look up. And then exhale to fold forward, bend into the knees, folding at the hips. Maybe reach to the earth, heel toe those feet out wider than the hips. Bend the knees, folding, folding. Keep your fingertips down to steady you. Coming into a dangle pose. Feel your roots from the feet, keeping you stable. Feel the pull of gravity on the crown of the head, tractioning the spine. If it's comfortable to do so, draw both hands from the earth and catch your opposite elbows, creating a little box for the head. Just breathing. With an inhale, root into the heels, let go of the elbows, and begin to ragdoll rise. So we're rolling up one vertebra at a time. Keep the chin tucked. It might feel good to bring your fingertips to your legs and allow them to trace your legs as you roll up. Kind of helps with balance. Roll the shoulders back when they arrive. Head arrives last. And we're back in that mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale to bring the hands together to the heart. Turn those toes out, bend into the knees. Finding a yogi squat, going down as far as is comfortable for you. Bringing the elbows to the insides of the knees, pressing out with them. More to open the heart and allow the collarbones to smile than actually opening the hips. If this position is uncomfortable for you, you can bring your hips all the way to the mat, bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees fall apart, finding a butterfly, same stretch. Typically in Malasana, the heels are down on the earth. If your heels are not down, that is okay. Open heart, smiling collarbones. Closing the eyes, maybe bring a little smile to your face, and remember, bring to mind a beautiful moment with your horse today. Relive it through the power of visualization. Couple more breaths here. We're going to bring the palms down in front of us and then press yourself back up into that folded ragdoll pose where we were hanging, extending the spine. Remember, knees bent. Find your opposite elbows and breathe. Releasing the opposite elbows. Inhale to ragdoll rise. Again, remembering to come up slowly. Maybe tracing the legs with the fingertips. Rolling the shoulders back. Head arrives last. Step the feet under the hips. Inhale, reach to the sky. Look up. Exhale, fold the body forward. Bend your knees slightly. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold. And then go ahead and reach for the earth. Come up on the toes. We're going to bring those feet out in front of us. Soles of feet together, knees falling apart for butterfly pose. Some options here. You can hold the ankles as you draw the crown of the head tall. You can stay upright. You can also fold with an exhale, sending the heart towards the feet with a straight spine. When you can fold no more, inhale to half lift. And then exhale, fold a little deeper. In this practice, we are holding our poses for an extended period. So please only go to that place where you feel some sensation, not as far as you can possibly fold. And then just some other tips. If you'd like to feel this stretch in your low back, scoot those feet away from the hips. Make a larger diamond shape with your legs. If you want to feel the stretch in your hips, draw the feet closer. And when you're ready, round the shoulders, drop the head. Finding stillness of the mind and of the body. Allowing the breath to do the work. If stillness of the mind is hard to find, imagine each one of those thoughts as a beautiful butterfly. Acknowledge it, admire it, but then let it fly away. Notice where you're feeling tension or sensation, and imagine you could send the breath there. So as you inhale, send the breath to that place. Imagine it washing over that tension. And then as you exhale, the breath removes that tension, leaving nothing but relaxation. Just keep breathing until you find that place of release, of relaxation. And when you find the big places of relaxation, begin looking for little places of tension. Maybe you're furrowing the brow, maybe holding the jaw, clenching it. You can use the breath to release those areas too, until you find yourself completely relaxed in this butterfly shape. Walk those palms forward. Take your time. You've been in this position for a couple of minutes. Closing the knees like a book. Bring the soles of the feet to the mats and the knees to the sky. We're going to drop the hands behind the hips. You may need to scoot forward a little bit on your mat. And then let those legs fall to the right, through center, and to the left. Exhaling as they travel downward and inhaling as they travel up. Check in with your breath. Close the eyes and move to your own rhythm. bringing those windshield wipers to stillness. We'll take those legs out to one side and move into a tabletop pose. So our knees are dropped under our hips, wrists under the shoulders. Find a little movement here. As you inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart. And as you exhale, round the spine, push the earth away. In this yin style of practice, this movement that we go into with the inhale is upward facing cat. And then as we exhale and round the spine, we're going into downward facing cat. And when we integrate these movements with our inhales and exhales, we move into the cat's breath. And I think that is just lovely. So continue to move as your body is asking you to. Moving slowly and gently. You can take some movement side to side, or maybe dip the hips towards the heels. Go ahead and start bringing that movement to stillness. From our tabletop pose, we're going to step the right foot to the right side of the hand. So both hands are on the inside of the right foot. We're still up on the left knee. If you'd like, you can extend that leg long. The left leg, that is, coming into a lizard pose. Some options here for lizard. One is to stay just as you are. You can also bring the right hand to the right thigh, take the gaze over the right shoulder, finding a twisted position for your lizard. If you'd like to get into the hips a little deeper, you can come down on the forearms and rest there. So for the next couple of minutes, let's play in this lizard. I encourage you to find stillness in the position that you choose, but never at the expense of pain or discomfort. You can always move and adjust your position as needed. Beginning to work our way out of this lizard, we want to come onto the palms, if that's not where you're at. Rock the hips back and then step that right knee back, finding that tabletop pose. Again, moving into the cat's breath for just a moment. And when you're ready, moving into stillness, stepping the left foot to the left side of the hands, extending that right leg long behind you, coming into the opposite lizard. Again, finding a twist if you wish, left palm to the left thigh, looking over the left shoulder, maybe dropping onto the forearms to get deeper into the hips. You might even carefully roll that left foot out to the knife edge, but do everything cautiously and slowly, taking your time. If you find something that you don't like, just work your way back carefully and slowly to the place that feels good to you. You feel intensity or sensation, but never pain. Sending the breath to the place of intensity, allowing it to wash it around. Exhale. Remove the intensity, just leaving relaxation. Pressing into the palms, coming back up out of your lizard pose. Bring that right knee a little closer. And this time we're going to take the left foot and we're going to heel toe it across the mat behind the wrists. So the left ankle's behind the right wrist. Extend that back leg back long again, coming into a pigeon pose. Some options with pigeon: you can stay upright just like this, drawing the crown of the head tall. You can also put your pigeon to rest by bending the arms and lowering the heart with an exhale, coming to the forearms, maybe winging out the elbows, making a pillow with the hands, resting the head. Maybe the head comes all the way to the mat. Again, moving slowly, taking your time to find that place that is just right for you, or you can settle into that stillness. Breathe into the sensation and let the exhales release and create space in those areas. Begin to draw the palms under the shoulders if you've allowed your pigeon to rest. And then with an inhale, press into the palms, awaken that pigeon. We're going to go ahead and drop the left hip to the mat. Swing that right leg forward. And so remembering that we're going to come into our opposite pigeon. So we're going to bring the right leg parallel to the top of the mat. Roll onto that right hip, send that left leg back. Walk the hands in front of the right leg and then extend that left leg long. You may find that one side of pigeon feels a lot different than the other, and that's okay. That's pretty normal. We'll inhale, draw the crown of the head tall, staying here with your pigeon or allowing it to rest on the forearms, winged out, elbows, or head on the mat. Go ahead and bring the hands under the shoulders. Press in and awaken the pigeon with an inhale. Drop the right hip to the mat, and we'll bring that left leg around forward. Maybe find a little windshield wiper with them, so dropping those hands behind the hips, letting the knees fall to the left and the right. Let those knees come to rest, pointing at the sky. Drop to your forearms, and then find a little more windshield wiper. Remembering to move to the rhythm of your breath. Knees rest at center again. Bring the back body to the mat. And a little windshield wiper. Finding stillness, then walk the feet back towards the glutes. Arms are at your sides, palms face down. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, press in with the heels and allow the hips to rise. Next, inhale, sweep the arms towards the sky and then overhead. And with an exhale, lower the back body as slowly as you can and bring those hands back to rest near your sides. When the sacrum arrives, take a deep inhale. Exhale, heels root, hips rise. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And exhale to return it all to the mat, ever so slowly. One last time. Deep inhale. Exhale, heels root, hips rise. Inhale, arms to the sky and then overhead. Exhale, bring it all back as slowly as you can. Take a breath here and just notice. When you're ready, slowly drawing the knees into the chest, hug them in around the shins or the thighs. Maybe rock from side to side gently. Arms fall to a T. And when you're ready with an exhale, let those knees fall to the right. Gaze floats to the left. Adjust your twist however you need so that it can feel like release. Inhale the head to center. Exhale, press into those palms. Bring those knees back to center. A little side to side movement, and when you're ready on your exhale, press into the palms. Let the knees fall to the left, and the gaze falls to the right. The complete letting go of anything you don't wish to take with you. off the mat. An inhale draws the head to center, and an exhale presses into the palms and helps the knees return to center. A little side-to-side movement, and then any movement that your body's asking for on your way to your final Shavasana, finding that place of relaxation on your mat. Maybe as you drift into Shavasana, you bring back another beautiful moment today with your horse. Maybe you relive the same one you had earlier, maybe something else. As you let yourself go there, release control of the breath. Know that you're supported by the earth and you're free to let go completely. I will awaken you shortly. Bring your awareness to your breath. Notice how it flows in and out of the nose. Taking deep, even inhales and exhales. Without opening your eyes, feel yourself lying on your mat. Visualize yourself and your surroundings. Begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. Roll the wrists, roll the ankles. With a deep inhale, reach the arms overhead and stretch the fingertips away from the soles of the feet. And then as you exhale, melt the body into the mat as if it's not time to get up yet. Inhaling to reach and stretch and grow. Exhale, draw those knees towards the chest and roll to your right side. Use your bicep as a pillow. Give yourself gratitude for taking the time for this yoga practice, the time for your horse ride earlier. Thankful for both beautiful experiences. When you're ready, and not a moment sooner, press in with the left hand and then the right. Bring yourself to an upright seat. With an inhale, sweep the arms around and up, taking in all the beauty and joy around you. Bring the palms together and exhale all of that through the mind, through the voice, right into the heart. I thank you so much for practicing with me today, for sharing your love and light with the world. It's been my honor. Until next time, namaste.